Let's create a Bitmoji interactive room. Things to consider before we get started. You will need Snapchat login or Bitmoji mobile app login information. If you don't have a personal Bitmoji avatar created, you will have to use Snapchat or a Bitmoji mobile app. So be sure to download that and get started making your personal avatar. Once you have that created, you'll be able to insert your Bitmoji avatar into an interactive room like this room. And as you can see, there are items in this room that link to read alouds. If we click here, here is the story. Today, we are going to be doing some of these basics. So here's a list. We're going to make your background, insert a bookshelf, a book image with an interactive link, a window with a background image, a desk, and your personal Bitmoji avatar. We're going to use remove.bg. We're going to crop, layer, format, download from the room with a JPEG image, and publish your room to the web. I want to let you know that there is a Bitmoji Padlet. You could scan this QR code or visit this website, and there are step-by-step instructions if you'd like to look at those instructions. And there are more resources. I want to show you one of those resources is Build Your Own Bitmoji Classroom. And I have to show you, let's see here, if I go to the presentation mode, they have items that you can copy and paste. This is an incredible resource to use in making your Bitmoji room. I believe they have plants, bean bags, here's a bunch of different windows, lamps, rugs. It's really amazing that they have provided this resource for educators. Before we get started creating your virtual interactive room, you need to go to bitmoji.com and enable that Google Chrome extension. I already have mine enabled, but when you go to this website, you'll have to scroll all the way down to the bottom and click Bitmoji for Chrome Desktop. You'll notice it says remove from Chrome because I have the extension. And here is the Bitmoji extension. So complete that step and then open up a new untitled presentation here in Google Presentations. Title it. And I suggest, however you like to delete, I like to click and drag and delete. We are going to, first of all, click on change your background and choose image. We want to do a Google image search. And here I suggest that you enter in floor and wall background. Click insert once you select the background that you like. So there's step one. Now, I want to go through a couple different basics. The first thing that we're going to do, click insert image, and we're going to search the web. When you insert items into your room, you want to make sure that you use the word transparent. And the first thing we're going to do is pick a bookshelf. Okay, let's see here. Which one do I want? Click and drag. The next thing we're going to resize and pull in from the corners to resize your items. Also, I want you to know that you can click format options, and here you can reposition things, also recolor. Okay, if I want this bookshelf to be black or dark gray, I can change the color. Now I'd like to show you the remove.bg tool because sometimes you want images that are not transparent. For example, if we were wanting to add a desk, and I found a desk that I like here on the web. Okay, now if I wanted to put this into my room, you'll notice it has the white there. Okay, so let's go back to this image and you'll save it, right? I've already done this step. So I'm going to upload an image on remove.bg. Here's my desk. The background has now been removed. I download the image, and here I'm going to click Insert Image, Upload from Computer, and if I click on Downloads, here's my desk. And now we have a transparent desk. So that is a tool that will be really useful for you. Whoops. Okay. Just wanted to move my desk. Now, next step, let's add in a window to our room. Insert image, search the web, and we keep the word transparent. Go ahead and choose a window. I want to show you layering with this. So if I wanted to look out of my classroom and see the ocean or a beach scene, I'm going to change the size to have it kind of hover over my window here. Just a little bit. Okay, and now you have to go to Arrange, Order, Send Backward. And now we have our scene outside of the window. Wouldn't that be lovely to have in your classroom or your library? So there's that. Now I will tell you, if you had to pause right here, let's just say you get your classroom or your interactive room, before you add the interactive items, I should say, if you have furniture that you've worked hard to position and you want to reuse that scene, then I suggest that you download a JPEG image. Okay, there's also a PNG image, but if you download the image of your classroom, that way, if you wanted to reuse that scene, okay, then we can insert that image. I'm going to go to Downloads, and here's my room, and then just resize that. So that way, nothing is going to move, right? Your bookshelf, none of the items will be able to be moved, and then you can make that, personalize that room and reuse it. So that was something I wanted to show you. And the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to add a book on our bookshelf and make an interactive link. For today, I would like to insert, I already saved an image of one of my favorite children's books, and there's a monster at the end of this book. So we insert the image, okay, and resize. You're going to put that on your bookshelf. Now, to make this interactive, you can do Control or Command K, and you can insert by Control or Command V, or you can go to Insert and Link. Now, we need a YouTube Read Aloud link. So let's see here. I've got this pulled up for my book. I'm going to copy that link and paste and click Apply. And now, if we click Present, you'll notice I can click on the book and it redirects to the Read Aloud. So, the next thing that we're going to do is insert our Bitmoji avatar. And if you click on your extension and open up Bitmoji, there are a couple of recommendations I have. If you put the word pose, then you're going to see your Bitmoji without text. The remove.bg tool can help you to remove text and change and alter your Bitmojis, but this is one that I highly recommend. You can just drag that Bitmoji in, and I suggest that you resize and crop your Bitmoji. So we're going to talk about that. Let's say I've got a whiteboard, I have other items, I have maybe a computer on my desk. I don't want my Bitmoji to block things. So double click and you'll notice the black lines, and then you can crop your Bitmoji. Those are some of the Bitmoji basics. Now, I want to talk about publishing to the web and sharing this. Okay, if you click on File, Publish to the Web, click Publish, and now I have my link so I can share. I can click Embed, and here's my link. All right, so that's done. And then also click Share. You can change your settings, change to anyone with a link. Right here, if you want to give people permission to edit, comment, or just view it, here is your link to share. I hope you have found this presentation to be helpful. Thanks for watching.